What are you doing?
I'm burying you.
I'm alive, man. I'm alive.
You're waking the neighbors.
No.
Shut up.
No.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. If the effects of Donald Trump winning in a landslide last for more than 4 hours, please consult your physician. You can only get so excited. You can only get so excited on the internet, on this show. We try to do a family-friendly show, but holy crap, I'm so sick of winning already. And I'm not sick of winning. We haven't even gotten started yet. Look at this. They just called Michigan and Arizona will fall like a domino. What the hell is wrong with Arizona? Give me a break. Donald Trump at 301 electoral votes. And you know what that's called? You know what that's called? It's called a mandate. See you later, Camilla. Have a great time wherever you live. Probably Canada. Spirit Halloween has now taken over all of Kamala's accounts. And now we have something absolutely and totally glorious to show you. That is about as majestic as this. Frame it, put it on the wall. But ladies and gentlemen, it gets better. Oh, it always gets better. Jack Smith has been fired. The special prosecutor, the bearded freak, who is a disgrace to his profession, who should be disbarred, who, of course, was going after Donald Trump, who raided President Trump's home. Jack Smith was behind the raid of Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Jack Smith, turns out you can't actually prosecute a sitting president, and Donald Trump's your boss, bitch. Donald Trump's your daddy. Who's your daddy? Donald Trump. Jack Smith has been fired, ladies and gentlemen. According to Fox News, DOJ is now confirming that Jack Smith will be gone before Trump is sworn in. They confirm that Jack Smith's cases will all be dropped. Mike Davis saying, and the probes of Jack Smith will open on January 20th. DOJ officials are evaluating how to wind down 2 federal criminal cases against Donald Trump before he takes office to comply with longstanding department policy that sitting presidents will not be prosecuted. 2 people familiar with the matter tell NBC. The DOJ cannot prosecute a sitting president. This is so delicious.
News about special counsel Jack Smith, this man right here. Donald Trump said recently that he would fire Jack Smith, quote, within 2 seconds of taking office. Well, we found out that he may not have that opportunity. The reason is that the Department of Justice, where Jack Smith works, cannot prosecute a sitting president. Fox News is told that Jack Smith will be gone from his post as special counsel, meaning the cases will be gone before Trump takes the oath of office at noon on January 20th. This is the documents case, though that was dropped already by Judge Eileen Cannon back over the summer, and it's on appeal, but also this case for Trump's alleged efforts to try to overturn the 2020 election. So given the fact DOJ policy says you cannot prosecute a sitting president, expect Jack Smith's cases to be done. The last case, and I'll end on this, is that Atlanta case that deals with the 2020 elections. That's a local Georgia case. We've seen over the last year how that has played out with Fonnie Willis, Nathan Wade. That has many problems, many different delays. So the bottom line for my story to all of you right now, Donald Trump's legal problems have essentially all gone away.
What man intends for evil, God intends for good. Trump to Jack Smith. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Please let the door hit you on the way out. And also what's going to hit Jack Smith on the way out is probably 100,000 different subpoenas from Mike Davis and some of our friends who have promised, actually, that that's exactly what they're going to do to Jack Smith. Leo Terrell, who's a lawyer, says, please let me fire Jack Smith, says President Trump. Well, the DOJ says, hold our beer. We're going to fire Jack Smith for you. Save your records, Jack Smith. Everyone's saying the same thing. GFY Jack Smith, says the great Julie Kelly. Announce an investigation in the special counsel office and collusion with the Biden White House immediately. Jack Smith has just filed a superseding indictment against Donald Trump. He did this, ladies and gentlemen, on the eve of the election, just 90 days out from an election, in order to rig an election against Donald Trump. Jack Smith should be put in prison. Jack Smith should be put in prison for colluding to rig an election against President Trump. Jack Smith belongs in jail. Up until just 2 weeks ago, Jack Smith was continually filing indictments against Donald Trump to try and create a news cycle around President Trump and to try and rig the election. Special Counsel Jack Smith is in active talks with senior leadership at the DOJ, evaluating the ways that he can end his prosecution. Bye, Felicia. Mary Garland, Lisa Monaco, Jack Smith, Matthew Colangelo. All of you need to save your receipts, emails, voicemails, text messages, day planners, diaries, notes, financials, and bank statements. There isn't enough money in the world that can stop the lawfare tornado that is about to rip you to pieces. Oh, it's just glorious. Donald Trump's legal problems have all gone away. The legal problems of Jack Smith have just begun. Ladies and gentlemen, on our program, Mike Davis was sounding off about what's going to happen to Jack Smith. You can tell how terrified they are, by the way. Listen, look at the look in their eyes on NBC News.
He takes office, citing the long-standing DOJ policy that sitting presidents can't be prosecuted. And there was some thought that maybe Special Counsel Jack Smith was going to sprint through the finish line, was going to work up until the last day, force Trump to fire him, wait till a new attorney general was appointed. But that does not appear to be the thinking inside the department. The thinking is that these cases can't go forward. There's no reasonable prospect of getting to trial within the 3 months before Donald Trump takes office. These cases are mired in legal issues that would be appealed all the way to the Supreme Court had Donald Trump lost the election. So now that he's won the election, DOJ officials are thinking that, look, there's just no room to move in these cases. And so the sensible thing to do is to figure out a way to wind them down. And it may stem from Donald Trump's lawyers filing some kind of motion or making a request saying in light of the DOJ policy, you need to drop these cases. Now, there are a few wrinkles here, one of which is that the classified documents case includes 2 other defendants who are not subject to that policy. And it's been dismissed, obviously, but that dismissal has been appealed. And the DOJ considers that ruling to be very bad law that it would like to be overturned. So that appeal may continue in some form. But the reality is that Donald Trump is not going to be a part of these cases. And what this means, I mean, we knew this, right? But just coming to grips with what this means intellectually is that Donald Trump is not likely to be held accountable on these very serious federal criminal charges that many people believe were worse than what Richard Nixon did or was accused of.
Shut up! They're terrified. They're terrified. This scumbag reporter, this guy needs to be exposed. He's such a deep state tool. This guy is like this. This guy is such a garbage reporter. Like everything that needs to be laundered out that is fake about any type of news cycle goes through Ken Dallion there at NBC News. If you want real news, you come to this program where you heard yesterday on the eve of President Trump's historic victory, Mike Davis explaining exactly what's about to happen to Jack Smith. Enjoy. Mike, what happens with a Trump Justice Department? This is always where we sort of end in our interviews because I want to vision cast for people. Because we just walked through the litany of what President Trump has been through, starting with the mugshot and going well beyond the Mar-a-Lago raids. What does a Trump Justice Department look like? You are clearly a legal architect for the vision of what Trump justice would look like in this country. Can you expound?
So I want President Trump to pick an attorney general who's going to bring back dignity and justice to the Justice Department. I'm not going to do it. As you know, Ben, I can't get confirmed anything because I go on your show and say crazy things that makes me unconfirmable. But President Trump, that's probably President Trump's most important appointment is the attorney general. And we need an attorney general who's going to go over there and clean house and get rid of these partisan actors like Jack Smith, who should be fired on day one on January 20th at noon. His entire office should get fired. And you know what? I would say to Jack Smith today, it's election day, so I'll say something controversial. Right now, you're the hunter. Jack Smith, after today, you're going to be the hunted legally, politically, and financially. So lawyer up, buddy.